Welcome back to my favorite tropes on SpeterTV. I think we could all use a laugh about now. And now that 2020 is officially hindsight, what better time to look at things that are, well, hilarious in hindsight. But what does that mean? Well, as always, we're going to tvtropes.org for our answer. And there we find that it's, well, what it sounds like. It's when a moment, an event, a joke becomes funnier after the fact. Either because of something that happens in real life or something that happens later on in the series. It doesn't have to be gut-bustingly hilarious, but even if you just kind of look back and chuckle at it, it still counts. It's the opposite of when things are harsher in hindsight, and it's the inverse of a funny aneurysm moment. Both of which I may or may not cover later. Now for some examples. A rather infamous one comes from the end of Iron Man, when Rhodey looks over at a Stark suit and says, "Next time, baby." Setting up War Machine for Iron Man 2, which of course did happen, but Terrence Howard had been replaced by Don Cheadle after a money dispute. When 2005's Fantastic Four came out, there were complaints that Chris Evans and Jessica Alba didn't look enough alike to be playing siblings. Complaints that are even funnier now post-Fant Four Stick, where those characters look, well, even less alike. In Captain America Civil War, where Spider-Man shows his lack of age when he asks about that really old movie, The Empire Strikes Back, it gets even funnier when you learn that Tom Holland hadn't actually seen the original trilogy of Star Wars. Which, I mean, to be fair, I hadn't either until 2020, and I'm older than Tom, so Tom, you have time. It's okay. It's alright. And this one isn't even listed on TV tropes, but speaking of Star Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi's infamous line that only Imperial stormtroopers are so precise is pretty hilarious, knowing that their inaccuracy would be a decades-long meme, really. In Return of the Jedi, Luke kicks Vader off some stairs, gaining the high ground, followed by Vader telling him that Obi-Wan had taught him well. And we know how that went for him in Revenge of the Sith. In the SpongeBob episode Hooky, we see SpongeBob's reaction to the idea of being sold at a gift shop, which fast forward to the first movie, and that fear becomes reality. In the episode Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 6, the motion picture, SpongeBob and Patrick are appalled at the idea of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy being played by actors. But in time in real life, pretty much all the SpongeBob characters will be on Broadway, portrayed by, well, actors. An episode of The Fresh Prince has a reference to Kool Moe Dee's Wild Wild West, repeating that main refrain and all, 5 whole years before he would star in Wild Wild West, and heavily sample Kool Moe Dee in his own song, Wild Wild West. And of course, there's a whole bunch of other examples. I managed to get a Kool Moe Dee reference in for my mom, so let me know what other examples you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it, be honest with yourself. Subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell to let your speeder sense tingle when I upload. And hey, new year, same hands, keep washing them.